You from hope all is well with you guys. Today, I'm going to talk about that you have everything you need for your own progression in life within you. Now, the reason they call me Dr. Jeff is because I have a doctorate in psychology and a master's degree in public health. I went to UCLA for my public health degree, and I used to work with a lot of people individually, and everybody was trying to find help in therapy through external sources. So they're looking for answers, and can't blame them, right? That's what we do. We're looking for answers. And people would say, what should I do, Dr. Jeff? Like, tell me how to handle my marriage, or how to handle my triggered for for drugs and alcohol, my triggers, or how do I deal with my depression or my anxiety? And I would be like, well, I'm not you. I'm thinking this in my head. I'm not you, and so I don't know what you're dealing with completely, but I do know a few tactics and sort of strategies that you can use to help yourself. But you got to employ them, and the answers you're looking for. I always figured this out early on in my career. The answers you're looking for are within you. They're not in some specialist's brain. They're not in some person you got to spend $1 million for. It's like everything you need to be successful is within yourself. And you just have to just tap into that and access it. And what we're doing at Rythmia is helping people do that. We're helping you access what you have inside of you. Um, I've seen in my career that if you can really tap into the internal source of power that you have, that all of us have, that you can really make significant changes. Now, how do you do that? Like, you don't have the tools, you don't know, no one ever taught you. No one ever said, okay, if you're feeling anxious, you should look within and you should do these other things. No one said that to you. They likely said, well, you should go take some meds, or you should go, get some expert advice. That's what people would say, or go do something, go do something physical. Now, all those things can be helpful, but if you are not aware of what's going on within you, it's really hard to make long-term change. You can band-aid a situation at any time. You can put the finger in the dike, as we say, to stop the water flowing. You can do that, but it's not going to last. That's a short-term fix. Now, what we're doing at Rhythmia is we're helping you develop tools that you can use in your life to deal with life. We all have rough things we're going through. We got all kinds of family dramas. We got our own anxiety. We have depression. We have an addiction history, or maybe a current active addiction. There's all kinds of stuff going on. We're upset at the world. We're isolating. There's all these different things we're doing. And in order to get through life and to take those challenges as opportunities, you have to learn some new tools. And that's what we're teaching at Rhythmia. We're teaching you how to do breath work. We're teaching you how to meditate. We're teaching you how to have a yoga practice. We're also just teaching you how to be yourself and how to connect with who you really are as a person. Because if you're not connected to yourself, if you're dissociated and unplugged from who you really are, it's very hard to go inside and go internal. And with Veterans Day coming up here, Military Veterans Day in the U.S., I always think of the vets, not just on Veterans Day, but year round, because there's a lot of issues that go on with the veteran community. And what's happening, I always liken it unto people that are not veterans, that are not military, that you guys are veterans of your own life. You've been through trauma. Vets have been through trauma. You have been through trauma. And how does a vet handle trauma? How do you handle trauma? Well, what the system says is you should be in therapy, you should be on meds, and you should just not think about it. That's kind of the message. And that doesn't work. And that's why vets are killing themselves. 22 vets die a day of suicide in the US. It's a ridiculous number. It's got to stop. And that shows you that there's a lack of tools and a lack of understanding about what to do for the vets and for you. Now, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel anxious or depressed or confused or lost, you need to plug into yourself. Okay. Now, how do you do that when you're in the rat race and you're working all day and you're taking care of your family, you're trying to pay the bills? It's not easy. So you have to be able to take a break. And the thing that I love about Rhythmia is it's short. It's 1 week. You can come down, you can unplug from your life, you can get connected to who you are. And immediately, the first thing we do, the first night you arrive, is we get you into a breathwork session. That's the very first thing we do. And you open up and you connect with you. And then we get you cleared, medically appropriate to go drink ayahuasca the Monday night. And you're in there and you're connecting with yourself and you're learning the intentions that we taught you, and you're really figuring out who you are as a person. And that's the goal. And then from there comes a bunch of different healing modalities that we offer and ways to help you connect with yourself. So the goal is to not look outside of you for change. You got to look inside. But if you don't know how to do it, we'll give you some tools, we'll teach you. And then after you get home, after your week at Rhythmia, it's about employing these tools in your home. It's about using them in your life, because we all know that life is hard and things are going down and it's not easy. We all got struggle. We all have just difficulties, and some of us more than others. And, it's like it's up and down, up and down. And you might be in a good space right now, but there's probably a struggle coming, and that's okay, because that's what life's about. It's about learning those things and how to deal with it. So book your stay at Rhythmia, come down, learn some tools, go inside of you and connect. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week. Pura vida from California, Los Angeles. Thanks for watching.